welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing what's next for you in the next 6 months. So let's get started with this reading. We have group number 1, group 2, group 3 and group 4. So please choose your group now. We have the clear quartz for group number 1, group 2 with the copper, group number 3 with the selenite stick and group number 4 with the pyrite. So all the timestamps as usual are down below in the comment section and in the description box down below. And let's get started. So start off with group number 1. Okay, so group number 1, let's see what's happening for you guys in the next 6 months. So we're going to start off with the tarot and we're going to see what's happening. So we have Temperance and we also have the Knight of Cups, which is beautiful. So this is showing me that you guys are really headstrong. You're really putting your heart first, which is really great. You're also really tuning into your emotions. Just going to grab my selenite stick here. You're really tuning into your emotions and I really feel like your heart chakra is really being initiated. I'm hearing you're spreading your wings and you're kind of letting yourself soar free, which is really great. So I am picking up on this sense of replenishment, of this new attitude that you're kind of focusing on. And I feel like with the Knight of Cups here, I feel like you're starting off on a new venture. So I am picking up on this is kind of after a breakup. This is after releasing things from the past. There's definitely a releasing thing going on. And I feel like you guys are really picking up some really lovely energy here. I feel like you're really allowing yourself to open up to new people. I feel like your cup is being filled because you've put yourself first. There's a lot of self-love going on here. So you've really put yourself first. And with this horse here, I feel like this is you kind of moving forward. I feel like the horse is also a really big sign for you. So obviously look out for horses if that's something that you kind of connect to. I also feel like you're someone who is very connected to moon cycles. So look out for if you guys are definitely feminine or you know you have ovaries. Then if you have like a menstrual cycle or anything like that in terms of like hormones and things, look out for when you feel your highest and your lowest because the moon may affect your emotional self. So I feel like in the next 6 months, I feel like within the next 6 months, you're going to re-transform. I feel like I'm doing like a triangle with this selenite one. I don't know why. There's like a sense of like things are all coming together. And I feel like you're on this really powerful journey of like very powerful self-discovery. So I'm going to pull you a card to go along with these tarot cards and see what is supporting you in the next 6 months. Okay, I remember soul plan, the fated life versus the destined life. Let's see, let's get to one more. So I feel like this is you remembering your life path. It's almost like you've been really stuck for a good, it could even be the last like couple of years. And now you're really starting to find yourself, which is really good. You're starting to feel really comfortable in your own skin, which is great. And then we also have none of this matters, zoom out, common ground perspective. So you're really seeing things from a broader perspective. And we also have big picture thinking, which is pretty much the same thing here. And it says Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. So what I'm feeling is you're actually having the confidence to move forward into something. And with the Knight of Cups, because we have this woman instead of, the Knight of Cups is normally a masculine energy. Because this is a female, I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's to do with your feminine energy. And it's about you guys really bringing out this feminine energy and allowing yourself to really love again. I definitely feel like some of you guys are going through a breakup or you've recently just gone through one. So if you are going through one, I'm sending you lots of love and a really big hug as well if you're just feeling really stuck. So we also have the Page of Pentacles. So this could be something to do with work. It definitely feels like something to do with life purpose. I'm picking up you guys are going to get an idea. And it's going to help you figure out what you want to do for your life purpose for your career. And obviously your life purpose and your career don't have to be the exact same thing. But I definitely feel like there's something really close, like you're on the verge of something new, like a new breakthrough. And we have the Four of Pentacles. So for some of you guys, you could have been feeling really suffocated recently. You could have been feeling really restricted, not really knowing where to go and who to turn to. And I feel like it's been a really big transformation for you to really rely on yourself. And especially with the Four of Pentacles, I feel like some of you guys, it could have really affected your finances if you had a breakup or if you had some sort of separation, or if you may have even had a breakup with a job. You may have even thought, I can't do this job anymore. It's not good for me anymore. I really can't be here. And I feel like this is something that is a really brave decision for you to do. And when we have the fated life versus the destiny life, it's almost like you guys have had to really put your foot down, especially with like decisions that have been really hard for you, especially around career, because I feel like some of you guys, especially if you have a family or if you have a partner, it might affect them as well. So I feel like I'm getting like a lot of like family, a lot of relationship energy around this reading. So I feel like for you guys, I mean, we do have Temperance, which is all about that kind of balance. So I feel like you guys are really learning to balance out your relationships. You're learning how to really connect to yourself, and I think in the next 6 months you possibly will attract love or attract a relationship that's really good for you, especially if you feel like it's the right time for you. Obviously you won't attract if it's not the right time for you, but I feel like in the next 6 months it is definitely going to be the right time if it's part of your fated life. Okay, I also feel like you're not giving yourself a hard time anymore for not really knowing where you're going. You're just kind of going with the flow, which is really, really good and very powerful as well. So let's see what else we have here. So we have the autumn equinox, harvesting, celebrating and achieving, reaping your rewards, not repairing. Reaping your rewards, moon magic, when magic is in the air. Oops, sorry, that's really wonky. I'm looking in the viewfinder right now. Happening, synchronicities, time to act. And then we have prosperity. So there's definitely this intense like change for you, especially to do with your career, which I think is really, really great. It's this need to like really step into your power, especially with things that you really love doing. So part of you has felt like your intuition has really been suffering because you've possibly been having to step back in your career and not be very present because you've not really kind of been very present because you've wanted to move forward but haven't known how to. So I'm going to get you another card and I'm going to see what else wants to come through and how this is going to match up. So I love the fact we have moon magic, so definitely just picking up you guys are very, very connected to the moon, which I really, really love. We have happening, synchronicities and time to act, which is great. So for you guys, you could be really working on your health as well, really working on your well-being, and there's definitely something to do with career here. Definitely feel like for you guys it's about your perspective around career. And I have been getting recently a lot of readings around career, so I definitely feel like a lot of you guys have been changing your career, wanting to kind of seek out something new. And then we have Scorpio, so massive transformation. I feel like some of you have felt really, really scared to step into something new because it's almost like there's this need to kind of please others or please your family or a partner or anything like that. And if somebody is meant to be in your life and they're the right person for you, they will never force you to do something you don't want to do. Okay, so if you're doing a career that you really don't enjoy and you're not feeling like it's really good for you, then don't ever let somebody's kind of opinion of you, like, you know, change what you want to do, because it's all about your own prosperity. Okay, so we have the autumn equinox, so this could also be a timing for you guys. So whenever the autumn equinox is in the year that you're watching this, that could also be quite a big synchronicity. But also I'm just picking up on this kind of change here where we have like the light and the dark. I feel like there's this real deep transformation around your darker parts of you, and we all have dark and light, you know, we all have like the darker parts of us, and most of it is light. It's just our perspective on it. Okay, so essentially the stuff that we've been holding down, I feel like you're actually letting it out now, and you're letting people know how you really feel, and you're letting people know, like, I really want to change my career, and this is actually inspiring others to do the same. So I feel like for you guys, you might have a following, or you might have quite a few friends, and I feel like what you're actually doing is really helping the collective as well as your close circles to really take this shift as well. And I feel like because there's so many changes in the world, I feel like you're really being called to just do what you want to do, because you're kind of like, well, I don't know how long this is going to last, you know. So I feel like you're going to just jump into what you really love doing, especially if it's in the health or kind of spiritual department, that kind of thing. I just feel like there's this need for a lot of resting as well. I think you've been under a lot of stress, and I feel like with this destiny here, I feel like you guys really do know where you're going, but you might have just felt really confused. And this reading, I feel like, is a big confirmation that you're doing all the right things. You know, and there's nothing that you're doing out of place or you're doing wrong or anything like that. It feels really, really beautiful. And I love the fact we have happenings and synchronicities, time to act. It's really asking you to act on whatever you want to act on. So especially if this is to do with career or this is to do with your life purpose, if there's something you're really passionate about, just freaking do it, you know, because even if it doesn't earn you a lot of money, or even if you don't see the money coming straight away, that doesn't mean that you're on the wrong path. It just means that you're ready to kind of steer your path in some different direction. And also when we change our direction, we have to be, you know, we have to be aware that our emotions will change around it, because especially if we're used to functioning in like one pathway, especially if we've been in a job for like 10, 20, 30, 40 years, it's going to take a real big shift for you to actually change your dynamic, because humans are really good with the same thing over and over again. They love routine, you know, we love routine in some capacity. So if we change our routine, it can cause a little bit of stress. but I do feel like you're really coming into a place of power. And especially with your own needs, I feel like there's something you really, really want to do. And I definitely feel like you should do that. In the next 6 months, there's definitely a part of you that's going to act on this. And you're going to start something new for yourself. And I feel like by the time the autumn equinox comes along, or autumn comes along, wherever you are, there's going to be a really, really big celebration. I feel like you're going to manifest quite a lot. You might manifest a promotion. You might manifest this job that you just have been really wanting. You might manifest your own business. You might even, I'm actually picking up some of you guys might even be pregnant if that's something that you guys are planning on. It does feel like a planned pregnancy. It feels really, really lovely. I feel like you guys have got to stop being so hard on yourself. I think a lot of you guys are earth signs. You feel very practical. So I feel like there's this deep need to just not be so hard on yourself and know that you're doing all the best things that you can, especially those of you who are Virgos. My Virgos, you guys have a really hard time sometimes, you know. So it's really, really important to give yourself a break and just not be so hard on yourself, and just know that you don't have to look after everyone, okay? You've got to look after yourself first. Okay, so I do want to pull you just one more card. Let's see. There's a deck I'm being drawn to, but I'm not sure where it is. Let me just see where my eyes are being guided to. Okay, the relationship oracle. All right, so let's get you a relationship card and see if there's anything that wants to come out. This doesn't have to pertain to relationships, but this can, if it does. Who wants to come out as that? Lovely. So I love the fact that this is in the reverse, because I feel like that's so accurate for what you guys have been going through. So the expression card here is all about you expressing your authentic self and being messy in your expression, like letting yourself just be fully messy and letting yourself just be you, like letting yourself just fully not worry about how much money am I going to make out of this, you know. And even if it is something you want to make money out of, if you can find stability right now, so say if you're in a job right now, use this time to really explore something that you could be doing. So really get creative on what it is that you want to do. And it just feels like this, when it says a true essence, it says the frequency of expression supports our ability to bring out our true essence through many different forms of communication. And I do feel like the communication is all about your different chakras. So it might be something more kind of a sexual thing. It might be more of like an expression with your throat chakra. It might be more of an expression with your, you know, physical touch. It could be various different things. And this could lead you towards something doing that in your career. But it doesn't have to be. It can literally just be you need to express yourself in a certain way to get something out, to release it, to let it out. And especially if it's to do with health, because this could also bring you towards your career. It could actually bring you a lot of abundance because you're releasing something that no longer needs to be there. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm also picking up on the sun. I'm also picking up on the word solar. So I don't know what that is really kind of pertaining to right now, but it does feel like your life force, like your first house, your appearance, your body, your first impressions, all that stuff. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a lovely day. My private reading rates are below. Please message me if you are interested. Also, I have a crystal shop that is down below. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get started with your reading. So first we're going to start with the tarot, and then we'll move on to the oracle cards. Okay, so let's see what's going on for you guys in the tarot. So you guys chose the beautiful copper ball. I love copper. It's such a grounding crystal. So if you guys are ever feeling really in your head, you're feeling a little bit confused, copper will definitely ground you. So I highly recommend that. Okay, so we have the Chariot and we also have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is really, really beautiful. So I feel like for you guys, what's coming towards you is clear essence. So it's just literally what I heard. It's so strange to say out loud, but clear essence. It feels like you're getting really clear on who you are. You're getting really clear on where you want to go. And you're also, your life is really, really picking up. Things are starting to, it's like a tidal wave. I feel like it's coming towards you. And I also feel like all the releasing you're doing emotionally is really, really going to help you physically. I think you're really going to attract a stable home, a stable life. I think a lot of you guys want to move house, and I think you're really going to attract that. Especially those of you who've wanted to move for like a long time and feeling very, very restricted. So with the Chariot here, I feel like you guys have almost, like I'm picking up that you've stepped on the chariot and you're waiting for it to move, but you haven't got anything to pull you along. So you're essentially waiting for the next thing to come along to help you, to push you forward. So say it could be you want to move, but you're lacking in money. It could be you want to move, but you don't know where to go. You want to get a career, but you don't know which one to choose. So that is kind of what I'm feeling. It's like you have the first thing, you're now waiting on the next thing, and I think you're going to get both of those together. The jigsaw puzzle pieces are going to come together, and you're going to start to feel much more aligned, much more essentially just less confused, I feel. So I'm going to grab you another tarot card as well. I feel we need to kind of get a little bit more clarification, and then we'll pull you an oracle card. So how else is this pertaining to group number 2, please? I'm picking up on your solar and your sacral chakras as well, really being initiated. I feel like you guys are letting go of some old people who are no longer serving you, especially masculines. If you have been in relationship with masculines, especially those of you who are feminine, or those of you who are females, who have been really... I'm hearing you're now the designated driver, so you might actually be learning to drive, or you might be more behind the wheel when you have kind of been anxious to do so. It's kind of like I'm hearing just taking charge and really letting yourself be the driver, the leader, that sort of thing. And we also have the Ace of Pentacles. So there's definitely something to do with career. There's definitely something to do with personal attainment. I'm just getting massive amounts of stability. Like, this doesn't even have to be career. This feels like stability as well. This feels like I know what I'm doing. I know exactly where I'm going. And you might not feel like that right now, but you will feel like that very, very, very soon. Okay. And let's get you a oracle card as well to go along with this tarot. So I'm just picking up that you guys are feeling really independent, especially those of you who are single. I think you're feeling really, really content with everything. I think you're just starting to feel like really independent. And there's a codependency that you're letting go of, and you're feeling really, really, really grounded. There's this gorgeous essence of grounding that you're feeling. So we have called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. So a lot of you guys have really been asked by the universe or your guides or whoever you kind of attain to. You're moving into something new, and it's scary, but it's actually really, really beautiful. So it might have already been scary right now. It might be scary right now. It might be scary in the next couple of months, but it feels like you're stepping into something. And can you see how they're both stepping into something here? Like, she's stepping into this portal. She's also stepping into this mirror here, this other portal. You are stepping into something new, but for right now, you do have to wait for these things to happen, because if you are creating more stability can sometimes take more time, especially if you have been navigating from anxious energy, or you've navigated from narcissists or anything like that. You have to change your energy first. You have to make a change from your perspective first, from your side. So I said it's not time yet, things are being woven. So if you're feeling like things are taking a really, really long friggin' time, then that is why you just have to wait a little bit longer. And I'm sorry to say, but sometimes that's how it is, girl. And then the empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. This is so damn powerful. And I think for a lot of you guys, I just keep picking up that you guys are living with somebody who you're not happy with. And especially those of you who you may have already broken up with somebody, you may still be living with them. You're possibly sucking up their energy. So it's really important for you to cleanse your house as much as possible. Wear crystals, black onyx, tourmaline, really, really good crystals. Black onyx is amazing for any kind of toxic negative energies, especially those of you who've been feeling really, really down and possibly been lacking at energy. This could be because you're sucking up people's energies that's not yours. And if you feel like you are, something that I do after I do my readings, or I do these readings, sometimes it helps to rub your hands together as well to just collect that energy. Sometimes I rub my hands together as well, but you don't have to. I just put my hands out and I say, I release any energy that's no longer mine now, thank you. I take a deep breath in, a deep breath out. And it just releases all that energy that's no longer mine, especially when I've been doing readings. I'm really sucking up people's energies, and I'm an empathic energy. I'm an empathic person too, so I totally feel you guys who are really, really empathic. That energetic sovereignty is so important, like especially if you don't realize that you're sucking up the energy of other people. So I love how we have like this girl, she's kind of in the woods, she's got her little cauldron, and she's kind of smoking the energy out. That is what I feel like you're doing. You're saging, you're clearing, that sort of thing. That's going to help you attract all of this. And this Queen of Pentacles is so independent. I think this is actually going to help you attract a relationship as well, because especially those of you who are single, you're going to start to attract things because you've slowed down, because you're not rushing, because you're not manifesting out of ego, and you're not trying to figure out when is it coming in, when's it coming in. You're just like, it'll come in when it's ready. And that's because you're starting to feel safe. Your base chakra is really starting to be more concrete. That Knight of Wands is really lovely. I feel like you're going to leave a lot of people behind, and you're going to leave people behind that were not meant to be in your life anymore. And I feel like you're going to have a lot of people who are going to be really jealous of you because you're going to be really happy. And maybe you have attracted narcissists before, and maybe they follow you on social media. I do feel like you might attract that sort of energy, because if you're kind of vibrating at a high level, people who are on, you know, quote unquote a lower level, they will kind of look up to you, and it won't be conscious, you know, it won't be conscious. So I feel like for you guys, you're really stepping out. I feel like you're really embracing yourself. You're really embracing your entire body. Like, you're not just really judging yourself and how you look. You're just being like, you know what, my body is my temple. You know, my body is serving me. It's here to help serve me. It's not here to just look good. You know, it's here. It's been with me through so many things, and I appreciate it. And you're just being really humble. I feel like it's really, really humble energy is coming from you. I'm not saying you're not humble already. I feel like you guys are extremely humble, but there's this really relaxed sense about you. I feel like you guys are really relaxing, which is really good. And I'm picking up on, there's a really, I don't know what this is. I'm picking up on this really weird, oh my god, I think it's from Friends. There's a scene from Friends. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's a scene from Friends, so randomly. I know it's kind of gross, this, but I'm going to tell it to you anyway. So I feel like I'm picking up on this sense of you relaxing, but you're needing a little bit of hit, like a little bit of contrast to help you relax. So say you've been like in a lot of drama, it might be really hard for you to relax. So there's this need to like kind of be hit on the back, and you might have tripped over recently or like really hurt yourself. And I'm not saying that's going to happen. That just may have happened in the past. That is the universe kind of hitting you and saying like, look, you need to look at this, you know, to balance yourself out. And it could come in the form of a breakup or anything like that. But of course, if that's not what you're thinking, then of course that's not going to happen. But what I'm picking up on from Friends is when Joey is, oh my god, I'm really going to try and figure this out. My brain is like mush today with Mercury retrograde. There's a scene from Friends where Joey is auditioning with that guy. Oh my god, I'm really bad with names. There's a guy from Marvel, and he's quite skinny. He's one of the bad guys in one of the Thors, Thor Ragnarok. He's in this Friends episode, and Joey really needs to pee, but he's actually does a really good job because he needs to pee, and it's like really good for that acting role. It like really suits the character that he's playing. And then the guy who he's trying to impress, he pats him on the back, and he's like, oh, you can relax now, and then he like pees in his trousers. That's kind of what I'm feeling. It's kind of like something, I'm not gonna say that's gonna happen to you guys, but I felt this need to like whack you on the back for you to relax. It's almost like the universe will try to hit you with things so you can get contrast, so you can move on, so you can move forward. Okay, I have no idea what that is, but it's basically like wham, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, let's get you out the door, okay, or get you in the door. All right, so we have persistence. Exactly, you guys have been going through it, girl. You've been going through it. Total transformation, lunar eclipse. With every end becomes a beginning. Transformation, moonbow. That is so cute. Moonbow openings, divine timing, and portals. I love that. The Sea of Tranquility, harmonious. Sorry, guys, I'm not looking at my viewfinder. The Sea of Tranquility, harmonious connection and arrival, and then we have persistence. Yes, Queen. So this feels like, yes, girl, you have everyone behind you. You have all your spirit guides behind you. So you have been persisting through this energy, and you're doing a really, really good job. You are coming into a sense of tranquility when the moment is right. And also, we will have all in perfect timing, a perfect moment in time. I mean, that's so synchronistic. So you guys are really manifesting some lovely things in perfect timing, but it will come with a transformation of your emotions. And I do feel like you guys are coming into a new beginning. There's harmonious connections coming in as well, and there's also this just divine timing. And also we have portals, which is so funny because we literally have portals in that other card as well, which is so great. So I'm going to pull you one more card for you guys just to wrap up this reading. So I love how we have persistence, we have euphoria. You guys have been through so much. When this thing comes around for you, whatever it is, whether it's a new relationship, it just feels like a new sense of stability, and everything will come because of that, because you're ready for it. And it's not going to come from anxiety or anything like that. Perfect. We have joy. Oh, I love that. That's so cute. Yeah, you guys are going to feel so much joy very soon. Yeah, because you're coming into your original self. You're coming into yourself where you were when you were first born, without all that trauma and drama on you. And then we have multidimensionality. So you guys are so different. You know, you possibly have felt different for a lot of your life, and you're really starting to embrace that. You're really starting to be like, do you know what? I'm weird. I don't care. You know, being weird is amazing. It helps me to bring joy to the world, you know? So We also have this card where it says the frequency of originality supports our capacity to be unique and original creators of unlimited possibilities in every moment. And I feel like for you guys, you're really bringing in something authentic, but you haven't been able to do that because you've been kind of functioning at a high sense of adrenaline or trauma or codependency or anything like that. I feel like you're really coming into a beautiful sense of joy, and you're going to start to feel so much more free. And there isn't a particular thing that you are essentially manifesting. It's going to come in one big clump because you're more grounded, because you're much more content with where you are. Okay. And I also feel like money's not going to be a problem either. I feel like money's going to come in for you. And also just keep supporting yourself as much as you can. Just keep giving yourself the love that you need. So thank you so much for being here. Private reading rates are down below. Please message me before you would like to purchase. Otherwise, because my rates change a lot. And if you'd like to check out my crystal shop, these rings are available on there. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get started with your lovely reading. So you guys chose this beautiful little selenite stick. They're really good for cleansing. So for you guys, because you chose this, I feel like you guys are really cleansing yourself. I feel like you are getting really straightforward with things. I feel like I'm picking up this need to put my finger here and just like run it down. I feel like you guys are really getting straightforward with things. You're really getting clear on things. Things are starting to feel clearer. And I also feel like your environment's going to change very soon. I feel like you're going to feel, I feel like I'm picking up you're going to be situated in a bigger environment. So whether you're moving house, you're clearing out your bedroom, you're clearing out your house, there's this need for clearing and cleansing your space. And I also feel like your aura is very much being affected by your space too, because, you know, we have to be careful of what we put in our space, because, you know, it really affects our energy. So let's get started with your reading. We're going to start off with the tarot first, and then we're going to pick up on some oracle cards for you in just a moment. So let's see what's coming towards you in the next 6 months. Oh my god, yes, queen. We had the 7 of Wands and the 4. Yes, I love this. This makes me so happy. I'm literally smiling so much right now. So this feels really freaking good. You guys are meant to be free. You're meant to be feeling fucking good, and I honestly feel so powerful about this reading. You guys are starting to liberate yourself. I feel like in the next 6 months, by the 6th month, I feel like you guys will feel so free. And I feel like you guys may have moved house. There's a change in your environment. There's a change in your body. Your body is your environment as well. And with the Fool card as well, I feel like you guys are just feeling so good. And this is a new start for you guys. And I feel like with the 7 of Wands, this is like ultimate freedom. You guys have been in such a bad place, and you guys have felt so depressed or sad or confused. And you're just like, when will it freaking end, girl? Like transformation after transformation. Some of you guys, you could be Scorpios, you could be Capricorns, you could be Pisces watching this. I just feel like some of you guys have just been through so much crap. And it's been so hard for you. And the Fool is just showing you that you have suddenly or now have released everything that just no longer serves you. You're just like, ugh. And this could have come through really powerful breakthroughs like Kundalini risings, shadow work, extreme pain. You could have been going through actual physical pain. It could be some of you guys may be pregnant, and you could be birthing a child in 6 months. This feels painful. Like this feels like I've gone through so much pain. I no longer want to go through this anymore. And this wolf is a really big omen for you. Look at wolves and how they kind of are the leader. I feel like you guys are really leading your life. You're no longer bringing this with you. You're shedding this now, and it feels so powerful. I'm picking up this energy in my hips. This feels really intense. It feels like intense sexuality. And sexuality is not just sex. It's literally, it can be so many things. It can be your inner power. It can be your feminine energy. It can be your creativity. Your basically your power. It's your power. It's what is being given to you and what's being taken away, and you are getting your power back. And it's not just about your power. It's more than that. It's more than sexuality. It's more than power. It is part of your right to be a female or right to be a human. Obviously you don't have to be a female watching this, but those of you who are a female, because I just get this massive feminine energy. And especially for my lovely females out there, you guys have been going through so much, especially with the collective. And any of my males, your feminine energy is rising as well. So it feels like this intense transformation, and I'm just picking up scream, cry out, dance it out, scream it out, you know, whatever you need to do. Obviously, you know, hopefully not hurting anyone or anyone getting involved, but when you can be by yourself, really fucking let it out, because this is so powerful, and this is part of you releasing all of that trauma that is no longer yours, and all that horrible things that you've been saying to yourself, you know, all those negative things that you've been saying, like I'm not good enough, I'm ugly, I'm fat, you know, I'm never going to get anywhere. That is not you talking. That is something that possibly someone has told you when you were younger, and it has been your inner dialogue for so many years, and it is not you. That is possibly from a toxic person who did not have your best interests at heart. Okay, so for you guys, you may be feeling really stuck. Everything is working out in divine timing. You are doing such a good job, girl. Give yourself a freaking pat on the back right now. Give yourself a pat on the back. I'm watching you. Are you giving yourself a pat on the back? Okay. And I feel like with this Page of Wands, so fucking good. I feel like you guys are really getting balanced. And can you see this inner fire? That's beautiful. So this is your feminine energy, this is your masculine energy. You're really balancing it out, and you are getting so powerful. Like, you're getting so much more confident, which is really good. I'm really proud of you guys. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you guys are going to be moving. You're going to be moving into a new place. You're moving around where you have a tribe, which is so good. You're going to be moving around and moving in around people who are of your same vibration, which is really, really good. I love that. So let's get you another card. Let's get you an extra card to see what else is coming through for you, my lovely group number 3. And let's see what else you are attracting in the next 6 months. Let's see. I'm picking up on the word nature. Oh, earth. Okay, that's perfect. So I was picking up on the word nature as well. You guys need to get out in nature more. You guys really need to ground yourself. Like, you really need to meditate more as well. Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. Yeah, exactly. That's basically what I just said, which is beautiful. And I feel like I love the fact we have like the mountains, we have this gorgeous cliff area, we have the water. I feel like you guys have just wanted to get into nature, which is really, really beautiful. Higher Earth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. That's really, really gorgeous. This is so beautiful. You guys have been needing some sort of confirmation. This is your confirmation, girl. In the next 6 months, you are attracting a new start. You are attracting freedom. You are attracting emotional stability. You are attracting new people into your life. You're attracting this all in divine timing. Sometimes if I get fed up with the word divine timing, natural timing, okay? Sometimes I annoy myself. So we also have the card I Remember, which is lovely. So you guys, I feel like you're really connected to water. I feel like you need to connect to water more. I remember soul plan, the fated life versus a destiny life. You guys have had such a big pain in your soul, where you felt like you had to do everything for everybody else, and you got neglected, you got left behind. So you may have been feeling really, really lonely recently. It's because you're connecting to a higher source. You're not really here a lot of the time. Sometimes depends how grounded you are, but some of you guys might be in between, you know, the 3D and the 5D. So you may be feeling like you're not really here at the moment, and it's because there's so many changes going on right now that there's this need to really connect to your soul again and really slow down. Okay, never feel guilty for slowing down. If you do feel guilty, really work on that guilt and let the guilt out, because that is something that's so natural, is to feel like you can relax. Because if you can't relax, you can't work properly, you can't function properly. Okay, so I also feel like you guys need to be near water, like you really, really do. That's going to really cleanse you. It's not even just about the water, it's the entire environment around the water. It's like possibly running water, or like sand, or the sun. It's like the whole shebang, like it's the whole thing. I don't know if I've ever said the whole shebang in a reading, but that is there. I hope you guys enjoyed that. So, all right, so let's see what oracle cards you guys have. I am picking up on a male coming towards you. If you guys are wanting a relationship, this feels like a sexy masculine. This feels really sexy. He feels fucking beautiful. So those of you who aren't interested in masculines, it will be obviously the person you're attracted to. But for those are my lovely feminines, or those of you my lovely people who are attracted to males, whew, very sexy, lovely. And it feels like because you're attracting this, because you're focusing on your masculine energy as well, you're becoming really empowered. Yes, woohoo. I'm really happy for you guys, can you tell? Okay, so Chiron, deep healing, self-worth, core wound, transformational times, regeneration, rebirth and create change. Wood element, new start, spring to life, rebirth. Fuck me, that is beautiful. Wow, yes, a sexy term, patience and wisdom. That makes so much sense. And because we had that time of like slowing down, that is why we have patience, because you're literally transforming. This is massive confirmation you guys are transforming. Okay, so with the Chiron, you guys are really going through a deep healing. It feels so intense. It feels so intense. I know I'm repeating myself, but that spirit does that sometimes to get it in your head. It does that a lot. I don't know why. That's just how they function. These two planets are really important. I mean, Chiron's more of an energy, but Pluto's a planet here. These two are really important. Your Chiron and your Pluto, so important in this time, okay? So you're basically healing your Chiron, and healing your Chiron is not fucking easy. This is the wounded healer. So you will heal people from a wounded place. If you can heal this through the wound, you will be able to manifest this, which is a new version of yourself, feeling grounded, knowing yourself, knowing your self-worth, and a new start for you guys. And because you have gone through so much, you have gained so much wisdom, and you're going to manifest this gorgeous new beginning, new people coming into your life, a new man maybe, a new animal maybe even, you know, a new baby. But I definitely feel like for some of you guys, you're definitely moving house. Your environment is flipping and changing. I'm hearing flipping houses, so some of you guys might do that as a career or a job. Oh my god, look at that. That is so gorgeous. I love this reading. So we have divine masculine. You guys are definitely manifesting a new person into your life. They could even just be a masculine energy. It doesn't actually have to be a male, but for those of you who want a male, this male is so sexy. I cannot even explain how sexy this person's energy is. I'm not even talking about their physical appearance, but damn, like their energy and their physical appearance both together, damn, oof, yes queen. Okay, anyway, third chakra, the energy of the solar plexus. This is your self-worth, queen. This is your self-worth coming into play. Essentially, you guys are starting to feel much more grounded and rebalanced as well. And we have joy, and we also have freedom. So you guys are manifesting a new life for yourself, especially if you guys are really learning to come away from possibly living with somebody else. It could be you're also wanting to get out of a certain situation with a certain person. This is this as well, breaking through. This is for so many of you guys. I feel like a lot of you guys chose this group. This feels so powerful. This third chakra is about you and your self-worth, and once this is sorted, everything will come into play. You will manifest so much for yourself because you now have self-worth to the point where you will no longer block it, and you'll no longer block anything that's coming towards you, and you'll be able to feel when something isn't right because you'll be more connected to yourself. And then we have the divine masculine here. This is so gorgeous. So the frequency of the divine masculine supports our active, focused and strong side, facilitating our capacity to transform our dreams into form. Beautiful. I'm also picking up on the letter H and the letter T, so I'm not sure what that is about, but that is coming through really strongly. So thank you so much for watching my lovely group number 3. If you would like a private reading, please message me before you purchase. My rates are changing all the time, so please do that. If you're interested, Crystal Shop is linked down below. My rings are from my crystal shop, so please have a look there if you're interested. I appreciate you. I love you guys so much, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my lovely group number 4. Let's get started with your reading, girl. You have chose pyrite. So pyrite for me, from what I always intuit when I purchase a pyrite or I channel pyrite. Also, this is available at my shop if you're interested, guys. Pyrite is all about self-worth. Pyrite is all about your solar plexus. It's to do with money, it's to do with career. It is really good at attracting money. So if you guys are really struggling with money, pyrite, gorgeous. It's also known as fool's gold. So if you ever struggle to find pyrite, fool's gold is also another name for that. I love pyrite. I think it's a gorgeous crystal. I think it's so perfect for you in terms of your masculine energy. It really helps you to channel your masculine energy to help you get stuff done, especially if you're feeling really unmotivated. So let's see what tarot card has come out for you guys for group number 4. Yes, oh my god, that is such a masculine card as well. So we have the Ace of Swords, clear communication. Well, my throat just did a little thing. That makes so much sense. I literally just said communication. So I'm going to pull a couple more oracle tarot cards for you guys, and we're going to see what else wants to come out. But for you guys, you got the Ace of Swords. So this is beautiful. The fact that you have an ace as the only tarot card is so powerful, and I shuffled these really well. So this is all about your empowerment. This is about you getting really clear on your needs. This is about you releasing any old people that no longer need to be there because they are bumming you out, they are draining you, they are making you feel like poop. We then have the Emperor, which is a gorgeous masculine energy. You may be attracting a masculine energy into your life who is really clear on communication, because you're getting clear on communication. You're allowing that clear communication to be in your life, and you're no longer suppressing it. You're no longer stopping it from being there, and you're no longer self-sabotaging because you feel like you have that self-worth now, you know. And it's not even that you didn't know you had self-worth. It's like recognizing that it's there for you to take, you know. So also the Two of Swords, you might be making a very strong decision about something in the next 6 months. I feel like there's going to be massive clearing for you guys, especially around career. And then we have the Seven of Wands. Everything's going to start to rebalance itself out, but it starts from you, okay? It starts from within you as well. Let's get you another oracle card. So the Two of Swords is a bit of confusion. It's kind of like a lot of mental confusion. So the next 6 months, it might be quite confusing for you guys. You might be feeling, okay, girl, where is that, you know, Ace of Swords coming from? That is after the mental confusion. That is after you start to feel much more solid, much more grounded. And it's when you start to ask for what you want and start to speak your truth. So when you feel like, even if your voice shakes, even if you're really shaky, even if you get really scared, still say that thing that you want to say. Still be that person who you want to be. Because if you're not doing that, how can people love you for you? Because they don't know who you are if you're not being you, you know. So I feel like some of you guys, your neighbour is changing. One of your neighbours might be moving for some of you guys. I'm picking up on this just like a close neighbour. So when we're talking about neighbours, this is the third house, because third house rules neighbours and interest, early education, things like that. So this is to do with your third house. So wherever your third house is, it might be also connected to your Mercury retrograde that I am currently in the energy of when filming this video. So we have Earth, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. You guys have felt so isolated. You guys just want to communicate. You want to talk to people. That is coming towards you. There is a community being formed around you. When we have Star Family here, you're part of a team of souls calling support. You guys don't have to do this alone. You might be really, really sensitive and very independent. And you might feel like, you know, my needs aren't really that important. What's the point? Just freaking go for it. If you feel like you're really stuck, just friggin' ask for help in some capacity, whether it's from a therapist, from your parent, from a sibling, from a friend, you know, whoever it is, even a stranger online, you know, that could even help that person as well. Just, I feel like there's this need to be vulnerable, and I think you're opening yourself up to a lot of vulnerability because it's coming from speaking your truth and actually just speaking about things that have felt really uncomfortable, especially if you're quite a private person, possibly having Scorpio quite strongly in your chart. You might be somebody who's quite private, so it will serve you well to really speak about things even when you're scared to do it, because it's getting you to be comfortable with the uncomfortable, you know, getting uncomfortable with the uncomfortable. And this inner earth is all about you really being grounded, and it also says you'll survive this new solutions and beginnings. There is new solutions coming towards you, and that is this. You might get an intuitive download about that new solution as well. Okay, so let's get you some more cards. Let's have a look at your oracle cards and see what ones want to come out for you, my lovely group number 4. Group number 4. I feel like some of you guys are really sassy as well. I feel like you guys need to get really sassy and just get really have like a really fun dance session with yourself. I feel like that will really help you, especially those who have fire in your chart. That will really help you to express yourself. Beautiful. I actually heard, what's that from? There's a song that I'm picking up on. Okay, I'm picking up on the song called Blue Moon. I think it might be from Greece. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm also picking up on the song Moon River as well. Moon River is a really beautiful song. So quite old songs I'm picking up on. So we have Sowing New Seeds, New Moon, the beginning, manifesting the new, visualizing dreams. The beating life force, the sun, divine male. Yes, I love that. Yes. Vitality and life force. And then we have confidence. Perfect. You guys are becoming really, really confident with yourself. I love this so much. You guys have really been connecting to your life force. So there's a lot of things that you really want to do. And I feel like some of you guys have Gemini quite strongly in your chart as well. This sense of like confusion in the identity. I feel like you guys are really learning to become confident with just your organic self. And I think this is coming from choosing yourself in times where it's really hard to choose yourself, because that is when you'll start to feel the changes, when you really start to get comfortable with conflict, you know, especially if you have like Libra Venus or anything like that. That can be really hard to deal with conflict, because Libras do not like conflict, you know. It's a sense of like people pleasing. So if you can start to just care about yourself no matter what people think of you, that is really, really powerful, and that will allow you to have a stronger connection with yourself. Get curious about yourself as well, and I feel like you guys are really connected to your 7th chakra. You're going to get a lot of downloads in the next 6 months. There's going to be a lot of they're going to be asking you, your guides and God or universe or however you kind of believe in, I feel like you're being asked to really connect to them and really get a very strong sense of a connection to the divine. I really, really feel that. So we also have the sun. So this is a divine male vitality and life force. The beating life force, this is about you feeling really, really confident within yourself. And we have the new moon and the sun, and together these make a solar eclipse essentially. So I feel like you guys are really learning to put things together that you may have kind of been scared to do. So say if you've been really unconfident or really scared to like wear something and you're not really too comfortable when you're just doing it and you're not even thinking about it, and that is when you begin to change because you do things that you used to be really, really scared of. And I feel like you guys are really connecting to your divine masculine and your divine feminine. You've been really doing the emotional work. There's a lot of new dreams coming for you guys, and you might have very strong dreams, very, very powerful dreams that you're envisioning, a new beginning, manifesting the new, which is really lovely. Vitality also reminds me of vitamin C. So obviously we get vitamin D from the sun, but I'm picking up on vitamin C, so you might be needing that. But obviously I'm not a health practitioner, so please take it as it resonates. But I do feel like you're improving your health. I feel like you're really allowing yourself to heal through emotional support and allowing yourself to really feel things. I'm just picking up on this deep sense of like really putting yourself first and really allowing yourself to be who you are and letting yourself just really putting your health first. And if there's anything wrong with your body that you're feeling a little bit uncomfortable, you're allowing yourself to rest, which is really, really good. So I do feel like you're bringing a big sense of confidence, which is shown here. This is showing me that you guys are going to start to do things that you've not been wanting to do for a very long time, and therefore manifesting much more for yourself because you're now confident enough to do that for yourself. This feels really, really powerful. This feels like I'm going to do this for me, and that is enough. I don't need to explain it to anyone apart from myself. And it feels really, really beautiful. It feels like I'm going to do this for me, and that is all I need to say. It doesn't need to explain it to anybody. And when you do this, you actually manifest so much more, and it's so much easier because there's no blockage there. There's no kind of stopping you from attracting anything. So I didn't do this for any of the other groups, but I do feel I need to pull you a couple more cards to see what else you are attracting in the next 6 months. So we have Uranus, which is a revolution. So a really big change for you, really kind of unexpected change. Okay, so it might come as like a really big shift for you. It might be quite overwhelming, especially if you guys who suffer with anxiety. It might come through your solar plexus, but just be aware this is to do with your life force. The Leo is all about performance. It's all about expression. So really allowing yourself to trust and becoming more creative and loving towards yourself, which is really great. There's a sense of freedom, yeah, and learn to love yourself more, which is really, really great. You could be attracting a Leo or a Cancer in your life as well. And then we also have Saturn, wisdom. You guys have been through so much, and you've definitely gained a lot of wisdom through it. And we are going through a lot of retrogrades and returns with the planets, so it's not unusual for us to really feel that within ourselves, and really kind of realise that if there's anything that we need to improve on or adjust or release from the past. So I also feel like you guys are really getting closer with yourself, and therefore you're getting closer with other connections with people. So it feels like you are allowing more connections to come in as well. It doesn't have to be with people, it can be with your like less of self-sabotage. It could be eating better, it could be exercising more, that sort of thing. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a lovely day. Private reading rates are down below. Please message me before you get a reading because my rates are always changing. Also, if you would like to check out my crystal shop, my rings are available on there now, so please have a look on there if you are interested. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye.